closely were success in making back. Mr. Mitchell never let us go back. Mr. Mitchell kept it pushing us to pursue our dreams. Last week, I found out that my favorite teacher, Mr. Mitchell, was being laid off. I laid in my bed that night wondering why they were doing this to him that I hit me. The word tenure came to my head. Tenure is something that all teachers are after because it's job security. If the Board of Education is laying Mr. Mitchell off because they don't want to give him tenure, they are making a big mistake because they will be losing a great asset. Mr. Mitchell is the nicest teacher I ever had. He taught me so much more than I could ever imagine I would be able to learn from him. A lot of his students are very upset because what they learned from Mr. Mitchell, they are taking with them into their careers. Mr. Mitchell has gotten his robotics team extremely far. They have gone to so many competitions and have gotten so many awards. Not only is Mr. Mitchell a good teacher, he is a good friend. One day after school, I was upset because me and my friend had gotten into a fight. He said that I was upset, and he sat me down and he was making me feel better by telling me jokes that made me laugh and smile. Mr. Mitchell spends after school all the time to help students with anything he can help them with. Mr. Mitchell is someone who not only is an amazing teacher, but has a good heart. I know if Mr. Mitchell leaves the school, the students, including myself, will be really sad, and we will lose a great asset to our school. The trend in New Jersey lately has been to not give teachers tenure and to keep hiring new teachers. It is my hope that this will not be the case in our district, because someday soon it will come back to hurt the children and the real estate values of our town. Who would want to go into the teaching profession knowing that you had a 3-year career and would be let go after that, no matter how well you taught? The quality of our teacher would go down if we treat them with such disrespect. It is my hope, and the hope of many students and parents, that you reconsider and keep Mr. Mitchell so he can continue to help students the way he has helped us. Now I would like to give copies of the petition I just started. And there are many signatures on it, and there are more to come.
Hartman, Mendham Township resident and teacher at Mendham High School. At a board meeting in September of 2010, this board discussed possible strategies for ensuring that the district would hire only the very best new teachers. According to the 2010 statistics provided by the NJEA, you offer the lowest starting salary of all of the 38 reporting districts in Morris County, with the exception of 2, Long Hill Township and Mendham Township. Additionally, the districts you so often like to compare us to, such as Chatham and Milburn in Essex County, are offering $50,000, $525,000, and $49,273,000, respectively, in stark contrast to your starting salary offer of $44,390,000. Given the prevailing miasma in which our district currently operates and the non-competitive salary this board is offering, my question to you is, how do you plan to lure the elite new teachers into the fold of the West Morris Regional High School District?
Chatham was lucky enough to pass their last 2 budgets 2 years ago. They passed a 9% increase. And that's very difficult to compete with, but we are working on a solution. Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Joe Geddes. I'm a teacher here at North Central. Just to piggyback on that, this is actually a very practical problem. It's not only a question of luring new teachers, it's a question of keeping them. We have an English teacher in this school right now that is great across the board. First year did extremely well and has been lured away strictly for financial reasons to Chatham. The salaries here are not competitive. That's not really what I wanted to say, though. It just happened to be opportune. What I really want to ask is a question. I, like most of my colleagues, I would say nearly all of them, are somebody that works very hard. Here very early in the morning, barrage with students. I write about 30 letters of recommendation a year, draft and redraft letters to colleges. I can go on, like we all can, about what we put in that is extra. And I think I can speak for most of us and say that we're glad to do it. It's part of who we are, being part of this community. As long as we are treated with respect. I felt over the last 2 years really, that respect is no longer there, that there's been a bit of a breach to the social contract between the teachers and the board. And I don't know that it will look the same next year, going into September not having a contract. I think there's already been some irreparable damage that will take some time to heal, and it's very sad for me. What I want to ask you, not rhetorically, is why should I do these things? Why should I come into September and write these letters of recommendation and make sure I'm here before 7 o'clock and make sure everybody's taken care of as I see fit? It seems to me that we've been pretty good sports. It seems to me that we've been trying to do the best we can. Why should this behavior continue?
And I have to say, throughout this, I know it's been an extremely long ordeal for all of you, as it has been for us, but I know you're not here having a pity party for us. I would like to say that the board is very appreciative of your patience, and you're continuing to do all of those things that you're not required to do, and working your hardest to not affect the kids in all of this. I wish that we didn't have to tie the fact that we don't have a contract settled with our value of you, but I understand that they're very difficult to separate. That being said, we continue to meet and will continue to do so, and hope to not go until September. Yes.
My name is Mike Signals. 19 years ago, my wife and I moved to Long Valley, and we moved here to start a family. And the reason we did move here is because of the community, but more importantly, the school systems. My sons are now in high school. I have a son who's a senior and a son who's a sophomore. When my son John, the younger one, was in 8th grade, he expressed an interest in looking into Del Barton and Blair. And so we took him up on it. We thought if he was interested in doing that, we should at least give him an opportunity to look at it. We looked at those schools, and of course, in not wanting to pay an extra college tuition for high school, we compared the programs, and we found out that West Morris district here offers programs that these schools didn't have. I reminded my wife about why we moved here in the first place, and I was just questioning whether we were making the right decision to think about leaving West Morris at a pinnacle time when we were in high school. So my son now is a senior. He's part of the IB program that Mr. Batista spoke of. He was fortunate enough, he liked Johns Hopkins and applied early decision and was accepted. And of course, we're proud of him and excited, but I don't bring him up to boast about him. I bring him up to say that kids that are going into schools like that, we have someone accepting at Williams. I have Madison. I'm sure you're looking at a high-end school yourself. But when students are accepted into schools like that, that's a credit to you as board members, to the administrators that are here, but most important, it's a credit to all these people that are here right now. say publicly, I want to thank anybody that's in contact with my son, athletically, academically, because he's made a difference in your life. But I think we'll all agree as parents and taxpayers, our biggest investments are, for me at least, my family and my house. Both of which, the values, the returns on that hinge strongly on the public education in the community. West Morris School District obviously is a good one. New Jersey Magazine has, I think, Mendham at 23 or 24. West Morris Central at about 43, when there's hundreds of schools in the state of New Jersey, and we're ranked that high. I urge the board to protect our investment, all right? And I urge the board to begin bargaining in good faith, as you say you're going to do, and settle now. These people deserve the support. It's been 2 years going on 3, and that's a shame, but they deserve the support to continue the quality of education right out here to make somebody's life extraordinary. These people do that, all right? And I urge the board.
Mustachio. I live in Long Valley. I have a set of twins that attend West Morris Central, a little one in the younger schools. I'm also here to represent tonight the West Morris Football Parents Club as the vice president. We urge the board, having gone on 2.5 years without having settled a contract with the teachers, to begin to negotiate. It is of dire consequence to these people who have bills and responsibilities just like we do to meet them. Having been the head of a PVA local within the state, had to sit on the other side of a bargaining table from a municipality or a board. I know the trials and tribulations they go to just to try to get a meeting. Schedule a meeting. It's not that hard. It's not a big deal. Schedule a meeting. Give these people a date and time when they're going to sit down and talk about furthering themselves and their families after helping us with the extracurricular stuff that the coaches do, that the teachers do, and that the regular stuff that they're paid to do. I urge the board to set a date, get them moving on so they can move on with their lives.
Get it done.
Roy Hamden, Mendham High School. I'd like to talk about the lack of a contract from a different angle. That in 25 years, we listened to an impassioned student over here speaking about Mr. Mitchell, a lot of kids here. I'd like to remind the board and everyone that this building was built for one reason. It wasn't built to give people in the community a position of community involvement. It wasn't built to give us a job. It was built for the kids. That's why I have this building. Having taught 25 years, listen to students here. I consider myself a pretty good teacher, and I have to ask my students. But the most important thing I've learned is morale in the classroom. A kid wants to feel wanted, they want to feel appreciated, they want to feel encouraged. They want to feel that that's a good place to go. They like being in that classroom. But after 25 years, I've learned that teachers aren't very much different than kids. In fact, one of the reasons they probably go to teach is they want to continue going to school. They like that atmosphere. In a classroom, if the teacher starts to feel that they're not appreciated,